Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got a hot one off the presses for y'all. I found a site that you all need to know about. When this video is over, please use the link in the description to look at it for yourselves. Do not trust me, verify everything. All right, so today we are going to talk about the Better Than Cash Alliance. This is a global organization another behind the scenes group funded by the computer guy who knows all things primarily, but we'll get to that later. So let me tell you about this organization. So the mission, as you can see, all of the people here. They want everybody in the world to be on use digital currency. And so, one reason that I always ask people who talk about, should I leave America? Should I go here? Should I go there? It don't matter where you go. These people have a global plan, and they have said every country on earth has agreed to use digital currency. So there's going to be no way for you to escape getting the mark. It's like you're not going to have to not make that choice. Everybody on earth will have to decide whether or not you are going to take this particular mark as it progresses to the other things in the infrastructure that lead you to have to make the ultimate decision. So as you can see, there's a focus on women, and y'all know that this world hates heterosexual men, and their goal is to get the men out of the homes because they can control the women. And women are going to be easier to control because guess what? They're going to have children. They'll have elderly loved ones that they need to take care of. They'll be seeking government assistance. And when they do go for that assistance, it's going to require them to accept these marks. We'll get into that later, but just be aware of what's coming. So here, based on the UN, the Better Than Cash Alliance is a partnership of governments, companies, and international organizations that accelerates the transition from cash to responsible digital payments to advance them folks is sustainable development goals. And you remember I told you every time you see sustainable development goals, you need to be having your eyes and your ears perked up. So here it says they have 80 alliance members. Alliance advisory focusing on women is 75%. And do you understand why there's a focus on women? Because if you remove men out of the household, or if you empower women, then women will be able to subvert the natural order of things the way that the Most High intended it, because women really shouldn't be making these types of decisions according to the word. It's men, men are the head. So, again, like I told you, everything that the devil wants to do, uh, it's the opposite of what the Most High wants for us. So as you can see, they say they have 57 policy and regulatory changes since 2019. So that means they have been able to globally persuade our politicians to change policies and regulatory um, policies since 2019 to help usher in this cashless society that we're heading into. And then it says 1.4 billion adults still financially excluded. That means they're so poor they don't have internet access, they don't have something that allows them to be able to use digital currency. And so their goal is to take away that exclusion. So y'all, here is the stuff. Digital payments contribute to, let me blow this up so y'all can see it. I don't want you to miss nothing. Digital payments contribute to building a strong foundation for the sustainable development goals. When digital payments are swifter, safer, and more transparent, why they gotta be transparent? And more private than cash. No, they're not. See how they sell y'all these lies? They enable access to vital growth opportunities like energy, water, and credit. So, in here it says UN principles for responsible digital payments. So notice how the organization that makes the owl sound and the UN are working together with Rome and every government on earth to usher this in. And notice it's always tied to climate. See where it talked about here energy, water, and credit. So credit is last. You ain't gonna get no credit if you don't follow up with this mess. All right. The world is rapidly moving towards digital payments. The C-19 pandemic tripled digital transactions from governments to citizens, and that's because people were buying stuff online instead of going out because they told us if you were immunocompromised or people were just fearful of getting the cough. Um, People shopped online. They ordered groceries online. That's when you started seeing stores not taking cash. Because cash was dirty. Um, they wanted you to order online and stay at home because it was more convenient. And so now that that's over, all these companies are laying off all these people, so on and so forth. But it was all a trial run. The real thing is coming. Technological advances such as AI and distributed ledger technology, which is blockchain, are transforming the digital payments landscape. In this context, it's crucial that digital payments are responsible. I was about to cuss, but I didn't. This don't make no sense, y'all. That's all I can say. It's like it makes no sense. How is digital payments more responsible than you being responsible for your money, putting it where you want to have it, and using it when you want to use it, and hiding it if you want to hide in it? Hiding it if you want to hide it. A concerted effort to scale up responsible digital payments will unleash everyone's potential, especially women's, enabling impact, scale, and sustainability. So notice again, everything that the Most High intends for us, the devil wants to do the opposite. So this is how you know this ain't right. Now look at this picture. This is what I wanted y'all to see. So it says explore the UN principles for responsible digital payments. Now look, see this black woman over here, this African woman, she got a phone. You see this person who has a disability in a wheelchair. They have a tablet or something in their hand that the digital is tied to grocery shopping. So see the little cart. See this woman with her Indian attire. She has a cell phone. It's tied to her house, or may not necessarily be a house, but it is tied to housing. This, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. But I'm assuming because it has a hand out, maybe it's some type of social assistance. And this is like a string, like it almost looks like a fishing hook to me. But anyway, I don't know what it is. But the hand is out because it needs something. And you're not going to get it unless you have a cell phone. Notice this man is looking at his cell phone. He looks like he's Hispanic. These people back here look like aliens, look like E.T. That one does anyway. It's just interesting. But anyway, there's a computer screen. So everything that you need, housing, food, maybe this is money, is going to be connected to your cell phone. They're saying it without saying it. And these are the UN sustainable goals that we talked about in other videos. And here's a statement from the Prime Minister of the Republic of Ethiopia. The world is undergoing fast digital transformation, which some have referred to as the fourth industrial revolution. Numerous economies and private enterprises have embarked on their digital transformation journeys. Ethiopia is set to follow suit. Payments are an essential enabler for this transformation, and as technology enables faster and seamless transfer of data and money, notice they say data first. In the modern age, a robust and responsible digital payment ecosystem becomes compulsory. So that means it's not going to be mandatory. It's not going to be, you're not going to have a choice. I don't know, can't think of the right word right now. But you won't have a choice. You're going to have to participate in this. And so here it just has so much stuff here. I want y'all to really dig into this site. So let's look at the digital payments in action. Billions of dollars in cash payments are made daily in emerging and developing countries, including wages, social transfers, humanitarian relief, and payments to suppliers and farmers. Shifting these payments from cash to digital has the potential to improve the lives of people on low incomes, particularly women. So, women, while they got y'all out here thinking, oh, it's cool to be independent, oh, I'm gonna be by myself, I don't need no man, y'all were lured for this moment right here now. It also means that governments, companies, and international governments can make and receive payments in a cheaper, safer, and more transparent way, helping to build economies that are inclusive. So, none of this helps the people. All of this helps the people who want to control. So, I'm not going to really get into a lot of this, but I did want to point out how they focus on women and not men. So, what are the benefits of digital payments? Digital payments offer significant benefits to individuals and companies and governments and international development organizations. These benefits include women's economic participation. By giving women more control over their financial lives and providing them greater economic opportunities. For example, reaching financial equality for women is a 10-part action plan to rebuild stronger after COVID-19 by prioritizing women's financial inclusion. So notice there's nothing here for men. And why it's going to be problematic for black men, because they're already making a concerted effort to effeminize the black man with the alphabet agenda, to exclude the black man by preferring women with and claiming equal rights. So that's a way to exclude men from the economy. When you over police, then now you have a bunch of men who have various things, whether it be no license for child support or you've been to prison or jail. You're excluded from the economy. Therefore, you can't take care of your children. Therefore, the mother needs or relies on the government in some way, shape, or form to help her, even if it is to get free retraining to go to work. That costs taxpayers, and it is a service that is given to women and not to men, so that women can groom children to be workers and modern slaves and not independent, self-employed people who can perhaps build a business and make more money and do better for the family. So there's a reason that there's a focus on women and not men. Also note that this thing is tied to climate, like I've been telling you. It says climate resilience by helping vulnerable individuals and governments to mitigate and adapt to climate disaster risk. How is it that when the power goes out, you can't use your digital thingy? Having lived in Florida and um, been in situations where stores can only take cash, this is going to be a mess in places that are prone to natural disasters, or even if you have to flee for some reason, or if there's an EMP strike and we don't have power. How are you going to use your digital payment and buy stuff if there's no power? You don't have cash. So you're basically going to become a slave. All right. So again, I want you to look at this site. It says, should digital payments replace all cash? They say we do not want to abolish physical cash, but rather wish to ensure that people have choice in how they make and receive payments. That's not true. They want to abolish cash and they want to tax everything. So if they know, because you have to transfer this money, know about every transaction, all the money that you collect, then they can tax it. It is important for people to have digital payment options that are responsible and better than cash. Don't make no sense. But anywho, check this. Okay, I got one more thing that I want to show y'all. So look at who the members are of the Alliance. So they say they have 77 members committed to digitizing payments. These include national governments from Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin America, global brands across the agriculture, that means they're going to control your food, garment and fast moving consumer goods sectors, that means you won't be able to buy nothing, um, other stuff. If y'all like TVs and clothes and stuff, that's what they're talking about. UN agencies and humanitarian non-governmental organizations. As we are based at the United Nations. Get this now. Our alliance is neutral. No, they ain't. On what types of digital payment platforms or channels are appropriate in each market. Mhm. We recognize that digital payment solutions will vary across geographies and that as innovation is constant in this sector, digital payment options will also change quickly. So that means as the options change, you're going to have to change too. What matters to us is that the shift from cash to digital payments is done responsibly and builds the foundation for inclusive growth. So you see, they are going to shift from cash to digital. You're not going to have a choice. These people are behind it. We do not want to abolish physical cash, liars, but rather ensure that people have choice. See, they keep saying it, so that's how you know it's a lie. If you know anything about politics and go how government works and how these things work, policy, trust me when I tell you, they are lying. So look at all the members. Y'all see that? See that one? I want y'all to see that one. I don't know who these people are, but I wanted y'all to see this one. Look, when I tell you there are no good guys, there are no good guys. Look at this. Rome is involved. Dominican Republic, Europe, Nepal. So the look at the international organizations. International Labor Organization, which means it's going to be tied to this is going to be tied to employment and natural disasters. International Rescue Committee. Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. So look at the digital payments. Let me go back to the regular size. I wanted to show y'all. Let's look at the governments. I'm sure this is not all of them, but you can see Jordan, Papua New Guinea, Benin, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Colombia, Equatorial Guinea, Ethiopia. And notice a lot of these nations are destabilized, through, I'm not going to say, just pay attention. If you go do research on these nations, you'll see most have been strong armed. There's stuff going on in their nations. So let's look at the companies. So this, you see, Gap, H&M, Bimbo, that's a huge Latin food company. Unilever. If you don't know about Unilever, I suggest you do some research. Pretty much the majority of things you consume in your house are under the umbrella of this organization. It's huge. The Coca-Cola Company and the World Cocoa Foundation. I don't know what Inditex is. So look at the resource partners. Look at that one. That means these folks are funding this. Them folks. The computer guy who knows everything. You see that? Y'all see that? They were already doing the pilot here in America. And Visa. All right, y'all. I just want to show y'all that. Please take the time to go through this website. It is really important, but this thing is going to happen whether we want it to or not, and so you need to prepare. Prepare for being in a cashless society and prepare for not participating in a cashless society if you are Yasharel and not planning on taking the mark. All right, this is Marley K. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And I am out.